All right, guys, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's do it. Unlock this door and let's have a lot of fun. Dude, I will never get tired of opening the gallery, dude. Opening the gallery is the funnest thing, in my opinion, you can do in Magic. What's going on, everybody? We've got another busted artifact list for you today, and that's because Aether Drift has just provided us with so many artifacts that I feel like this is going to be a theme for quite some time going forward. But today we're also getting a chance to run Dollmaker Shop yet again, which I know you guys might be tired of that, but I don't think I'll ever get tired of this card. So today, though, we are looking at the best gearhulk, Bright Glass. It's Selesnya gearhulk that allows us to go searching for 1-mana spells in our deck when it enters the battlefield. We get to go look for artifacts or creatures for at least 1 mana, which is really important in this deck. And this has first strike and trample. It's a 4/4 body, really solid creature. I am doing this a little bit differently than I think anyone else has done. I'm going with Teething Wormlet and the Yotian Dissident. These are going to scale upwards with 1/1 counters when artifacts are entering the battlefield, which is extremely good because we're obviously going to be spamming artifacts like crazy. Dollmaker Shop spits out artifact creatures, which is solid, and this closes games out, as you can tell, really easily. We've also got fun things like the Sentinel, which can spit out map tokens like crazy when it attacks or enters the battlefield, which triggers, you know, all of our things to grow as well. And then we're playing the Aether Spark. This card I haven't found a good spot for. This is the deck for it. This is truly the deck list for the Aether Spark because it can attach to a creature. It's an artifact to trigger the 1/1 counters. It draws us cards. So it's really, really good because I was going to go with Caretaker's Talent because we got a lot of token stuff, but not everything generates a token. So I feel like the Aether Spark actually might be better in this this particular build. And because we have a lot of creatures, we also have Sheltered by Ghosts. And of course, because we have the Gearhulk, we're also going to be searching for 1-mana spells. We got things like Duskmourn Reliquary, Nesting Bot, Inspector because it spits out a clue token, Skrell's Might to protect our things, and the Haywire Might blows up enchantments and artifacts, and Soul Guide Lantern, which saves our butt quite a bit against those graveyard decks today. But then we also run Mirex because we can create an artifact might on the end step of the opponent's turn, triggering all of our things again as well. There are so many synergies here, and it's a really busted list that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Enjoy. All right, here we go, guys. We are playing Bright Glass Gearhulk. All the Gearhulks seem very good, but this one in particular seems to be, in my opinion, the best. And that's really exciting because I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I got to be a meme over on CGB's channel when I ran into it with my my Corgi earlier this week. So I figured I'd give it a shot today and see just how good it can be. That's actually a really good top deck. The opponent on mono black, though, does make me a little bit worried. We don't see a cut down though. That's solid. All right, discarding effects. This could blow this up later, but I still think it's the card that needs to go here, unfortunately. I have the Aether Spark, which is gonna draw me cards. That's kind of the main thing I want in this hand to offset anything that they've got going on. And we're gonna pass the turn. We're gonna just protect the Wormlet from any sort of removal here. Liliana Minus is probably in our future though. Okay, no Liliana. They kick this. It's a 2/2 that says when it enters, if it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Oh, so it is Liliana. That's fine. All right. We get down the Sentinel here, which does pump the Wormlet up here. And we got a nice big body that can block the Malik here. Interesting card from Foundations. I haven't seen that one played yet. All right, that makes things pretty weird for us, I can't lie. I am gonna go with the Gearhulk though, which I can go fish out a way to deal with that. You know, we can go get our exiling effect here off of the Dusk Rose. And then what else do we want? Graveyard effects, probably not that important. I guess I'll get another Wormlet, right? We don't attack. That would be pretty silly on our part. Aether Spark almost ready to get down here, and you know, I'll put it on the Bright Glass here just that way I can just get through with its first strike. I do have another one of these. I guess I don't necessarily need this. It does hurt to throw that away though, I'm not gonna lie, because the life gain on that is too good. You got it. You got it, man. This is gonna be a comeback though. I feel it. I feel it. All right, so I think we just do this, and then we go Dusk Rose, which does take the Shieldred out of the play here. And I'll put a counter here because we intend on swinging through to get the extra artifact with that as well. And then the extra artifact that triggers will give us a dissident counter that we can put on the gearhulk as well. So we might as well send in both here. Both are protected from, you know, the double block. So double block away if you want. They choose not to though. Little chump block there. Let's hope they don't run a sweeper, man. Deadly cover up would be horrible. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so we're good. We're good. Another Yotian, of course. And then let's put this on our first strike body. We'll be seeing you, Shieldred. And we're getting in with everybody, right? GG's, let's go! What a game, man. Good game. Good game, Baylor. Mono Black's pretty solid, man. Good game. All right, this is what we call a perfect start. We're keeping this hand. We got the Wormlet right into the Dollmaker shop. The only downside to this is the fact that the opponent could be going into a lot of removal with Mono Black like that last game. And if we're going second, that doesn't exactly bode well for our game plan. All right, so they took a mulligan. Took a little while to get there, but they took a mulligan and we see a plains. Oof, okay. Yeah, this could be a lot of removal. Hopefully not a lot of sweepers. Sweepers are gonna be a problem if it's mono white. The consoles is a really big problem too, tapping my things down and gaining them life. I've seen that earlier today and that was a bit of an issue with my Dollmaker shop. We were able to overcome it though. And the opponent really looking hard at that Wormlet like they want to do something about it. It's a carrot cake. Yeah, that's a pretty clear indicator that we're working with Caretaker's talent and, you know, a bunch of sweepers. So here we go. But Dollmaker shop ready to go. We're on, you know, we're doing a really good job staying on curve here. This goes to a 2. Getting through the 1-1, no problem. I like that we've got a Mirex here too because we can generate those artifact tokens, you know, in the opponent's turn, which can give us 1-1 counters later as well. But also, if we do get swept up, it's a way to, we can just keep generating a body to then reactivate that Dollmaker shop, you know what I mean? But, you know, the opponent is running Get Lost too, so that's probably not going to end well for our Dollmaker shop. And they go with Lay Down Arms on my Wormlet. That's actually annoying. Can't lie. Very annoying. Because that slows down my progress on the Dollmaker shop. I can get another Wormlet back with this later. That's not a big deal, but it's like, come on, dude. Don't you got anything better to do? All right, Salvager down. Do I want to trade this toy with this here? Probably not. Because this toy gives me more value later. I can get, you know, 1-1 counters placed onto it, as well as grow it with the back end here of the gallery. So we're not going to send it in for a trade. We're just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. All right. No attacks. End the turn. And the opponent on the end step looks like they're going to use the carrot cake option to sacrifice, gain some life, get another token. That's fine. Let's see how they scry, though. They scry 1 here, and it goes to the top. Okay, so I'm guessing they found their Caretaker's talent. All right, we go with Lay Down Arms yet again to take out my other potential value play there, my Salvager, which would have bumped up all my tokens. I've got another one, though, but I do think I'm going to go with Gearhulk instead. I can still trigger the Dollmaker shop here off of my 3-3, which is good enough. And then I can't really pass up the advantage of the Mirex giving me that extra mana of any color I need. That way I can get my Gearhulk in here. I've got to make my decision wisely. I don't know if Mono White's a very good matchup for us. So I don't know if there's too many options here that are going to make a ton of sense. I guess this makes a lot of sense because we want to blow up the Caretaker's talent, right? And then this can take artifacts and creatures, which I don't think is going to help us too much. Maybe giving my creatures a little bit of protection or getting the Wormlet back. I think the Wormlet going down and pumping it up again is going to be helpful. All right. Caretaker's talent doesn't survive thanks to the might. I'm probably going to just start triggering Mirex tokens, to be honest, on the opponent's turn. That way, if we do get hit with the sweeper, we're not overcommitting any more cards from my hand. Because the opponent's for sure running Sunfall at the bare minimum. Probably even more sweepers. Okay, they're finally selecting some defenders here, and they are going to triple block, it seems. Maybe. Maybe. This opponent has got to be the slowest player I think I've ever played in my entire life. Now they're deciding they're not going to block at all, which is pretty strange, I can't lie. That seems a little bit suspect. Not wanting to lose a single token tells me that they probably want to pump these tokens in some way. Like, why wouldn't you want to lose a single token there? All right, the innocence comes down. Very interesting. I know I just said I was going to do the Murex token, which I still think I am, but I'm going to play one wormlet as well. All right, and then we swing in. This has first strike, by the way, so it's going to be able to blow up all of their creatures that they want to double and triple block here. And then if I can create another Murex token on the back end and I just get one more land, I can unlock the gallery and I just win the game. There's like no way they're going to be able to stop that. Keep in mind, they're not going to be able to gain life here either, even if they do block with the lifelink body, because my first strike. So this should be GG's, I hope, if we get a land. Praying for the land. All right, they finally hit a land drop though. Is that sweeper time? Okay, the opponent finally makes a play. It's the Overlord of Mistmorse. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit sleepy because the opponent's turns, they keep taking the rope all the way down to the end and then finally making a decision. So it's unfortunate, but it's slowing things down a bit. I need a land here off the top, guys. Like, that is the most hype thing we can pull, which is crazy to say, but a land is for sure the play we want to see here. Come on, give me that card one time for me. I'm begging you, game. Come on, we can end this right now. No, it's a tap land. Of course it is. The only land in my entire deck that comes in tapped. What a savage play by the freaking game to give me that. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh my goodness. All right, let's thin out the field here a little bit. I'm sure they're gonna double up on these blocks. That's crazy, dude. I got the land. What a troll, man. What a troll the game is. All right, we end the turn. That's crazy. Are we getting Sunfalled here? I swear to God, if we get Sunfalled here, I may uninstall this game. Don't make me do it, Magic. Caretaker's Talent is totally fine. That's a whole lot of do nothing at the moment. They're gonna lose everything on this next attack because they're gonna have to block everything. This is good. I don't know if they're dead yet though. Are they dead? They've got plenty of blockers, man. 3, 6, 7 blockers to my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. So 2 attackers getting through. Actually, I think they are dead here. I think we're sitting pretty. All right, guys, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's do it. Unlock this door and let's have a lot of fun. Dude, I will never get tired of opening the gallery, dude. Opening the gallery is the funnest thing, in my opinion, you can do in Magic. Oh, good times. And the opponent not even going to be able to gain life here either because of my first strike. So they are dead in so many different ways here. There's 20 damage getting through. I don't know what exactly they're thinking can happen here. I guess 25 damage is getting through because they chose not to block the 15. All right, good game. Let's just end this now and get on to the next one. All right, here we go. I'm so ready for this game to be over. It's like trigger after trigger here. And see ya. Let's go. That's going to be a tough one to edit, but good win, I guess. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, we're going first, and this time we got, again, another God start here. They got the Haywire Might into the Dollmaker shop. Not as good as the Wormlet, of course, but at least we can trigger the Dollmaker shop immediately if that's the play. Assuming the opponent doesn't have a disruption here of like a bounce spell. It's a blue player though. Are we mono blue? Really? Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so we're doing enchantment stuff. Like let's keep that in mind. I have a feeling that's gonna be a big part of the game plan here is the enchantment stuff. Oh, this could have attacked. It's just an O2. I should have played the Dollmaker shop. I thought it couldn't attack there. That's tough. That's fine. But we attack now and we put a 1/1 counter on it. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh, does this not? Wait a minute. This turns it into a toy? Oh no, that's crazy. I really got to read cards, man. Reading cards is like my biggest weakness in this game. It turned it into a toy, and this doesn't trigger if you attack with a toy. It only triggers if you attack with non-toys. That is funny. Funny in like a really sad kind of way. All right. Let's put a 1/1 counter here. Oh, I gotta read cards, man. I could have sent in the Dissident, but I wanted to send in the Might because it was a little bit bigger. All right, we are getting the Aether Spark in, by the way. This is the first time we've seen it played, I think, in this video. I love this card. It gets big. It's all the way up to 9 already, so we're drawing cards for days. 2 extra cards per turn. The opponent on Dimir self-bounce, though, is really annoying. We avoid Nowhere to Run. We avoid a lot of the removal, actually, that they have. The only thing we don't avoid is the bouncing mechanics of This Town Ain't Big Enough, which would be so annoying. I think I need to use the Might to blow up the talent, to be honest, because the talent is going to be a problem. But if I do that, oh, I can't. It actually lost all of its abilities. Never mind. I'm just kind of this is like the 4th time that this card has duped me. And I think it's going to continue to dupe me. All right, let's draw 2 cards here. Ooh, wow, that's pretty good. Okay. I mean, that's insane, right? Dude, if they bounce my Dissident here, that's gonna be so savage. I guess we gotta prepare for that just in case they do, which I'm guessing they will. For now, let's spread the love here because, again, bounce spell seems pretty imminent. Okay, they're letting it all go through and resolve. You know what? They could play a spell though and pump this and then double block it. So I'm gonna give this 5 power. I was trying to avoid putting a 1/1 counter on it just in case they bounced it in response. But if they pump up the Otter here, yep, okay. They're gonna do that and they're gonna give this Nowhere to Run. So we do lose the Dissident, that's fine. We still take out the Otter. I think that's good. Still got the Sentinel 2 cooking and we've got another Dissident. So I mean, we're gonna go pretty crazy here on the next couple of turns. I don't know what they could possibly do to stop us. We've already gone so wide and we're gonna continue that process. I can't believe how many times this card has clowned me today. I would have never thought a simple 1 mana enchantment would have caused so much confusion for me. Just read the card, you know? Such a simple thing. Read the card. You know what it is I get so confident with like the fact I've played this card before quite a few times in different builds. I get confident when playing a card and I played it once or twice and then I just like, oh, I know what that card does, you know, and I kind of give up on, you know, reading up on it again. So I'm like, I've already got it down. When it's okay to just refresh your memory. Speak of the devil. All right, this is a problem. I'm not gonna lie, this is a problem. How are we going to deal with this problem? Obviously, I'd like the Aether Spark here. Maybe if I can draw into a Sheltered by Ghost, I can steal this and then attack in right away with the Sentinel to trigger my Doll Shops again. So I guess with the Aether Spark, we're looking for Sheltered by Ghosts. I do need to get the Aether Spark attached to something here pretty soon. All right, here we go. Draw some cards. Sheltered by Ghosts. We got it. We did, in fact, get it. So it really comes down to, do we want to continue pressuring them or do we want to take something more like the Tracker? I think pressuring them is really the key here because we've got some really big moves here we can make this turn. All right, let's do this. And then we are going to take this. All right, We get this down, and then we take 2 damage here. That's fine. We're gonna get down the Dissident, and we're about to go crazy. Let's just get everything in here. Why not? Let's pump this up. Let's pump it up again. And then let's gain some more life. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty darn good to me, man. And they take all the damage. GG's. Yeah, I was going to say that was kind of a big thing. I mean, they don't have any sweepers, though. Let's be real. That game was already over. Okay, we got the opponent going first. We're in a bit of a predicament here with this one, I feel like, because I got a good curve. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I don't have a lot, though, to, you know, get the Dissident rolling here. I mean, this does spit out an artifact, I guess. Sheltered by Ghost, though, going to be really good here against our opponent, especially because we have a might down. So the Dissident is going to go crazy this game. I take back everything I said. This is about to be a really good game. This is about to be a really good game, actually. All right, we got the Shelter by Ghost. This is going to get massive, and then they're going to have to go through this might before they're able to get to it. And I don't think they're going to have enough burn by that time to deal with it, because it's going to get too big. The only downside is we're going second. What do we steal? I guess probably whatever they play here, because the 3-mana goblins are always the best. Oh, they're not like a goblin centric deck. They just added the Bastronaut. Okay, that makes sense. The lizarded mouse. I should have seen that. I guess we'll take the Heartfire Hero, or should we take the Challenger? The Challenger gives them more card advantage potentially. Yeah, I think I take the Challenger. That's fine. All right, we let that go. And here we go, guys. Here's where the fun really starts to kick in for us. We're gonna steal this. We're gonna play this. And now we're gonna gain 3 life on this turn with the attack. And we can chump block something here, which is really good. Gives me an extra little body here. And then after that, we play this and we start to spit out artifacts every turn. Not to mention those artifacts can pump the Dissident. Okay, swinging through with the Nemesis, in my opinion, was a mistake, because I can still continue to gain life. Those get double strike, though. That's kind of crazy. I guess we do this, right? All right, we're down to 6. Not great, but you know what? We keep it moving. We keep it moving. All right, my turn. Yes, and Sentinel. Actually, I need 1 more land here so I can use the Sentinel's map token. Yes, sir. Just keep getting bigger and bigger. Please get bigger here. Don't get a land. Don't get a land. Let's go. That's going to help a lot. And now we've got 2 really big bodies we can block with. As long as we don't block the Nemesis, we're going to continue to gain life. Just don't block the Nemesis, and hopefully they don't burn their own Nemesis. That would be bad too. All right, this is tricky because this is 3, 4, 5, 6 damage here. But I think that's the right call. Can they deal 4 more damage here? Absolutely. Are we dead? Maybe, but dude, had I gone first, this wouldn't even be close. But unfortunately, not going first means we're in a lot of trouble here. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. 8. No, it looks like they've got it, man. 9, 10. Wow. Brutal, man. We were so close. We were so close. Just 1 more turn here, and this would have been crazy. We would have popped off with that Dollmaker shop, especially with the Sentinel also spitting out map tokens. We were like this close. Ah, brutal, man. I really like that matchup too. I feel like we're gonna win that like 90% of the time. I just feel like things didn't go our way. As far as the opponent getting such a wide board so early, and then these getting the menace and double strike so soon. Things went pretty well for the opponent. Let's just put it that way. Okay, we got the opponent going first again. A hand looks pretty decent again. I mean, it's just one of those hands again where if it's red, I mean, Sheltered by Ghost is going to be insane. We'll see. We'll see what the matchup ends up being here. Okay, the opponent takes a couple of mulligans there to find their ley line. Sheesh. And we did get a mite off the top, which is awesome. Because I can blow up that ley line. That's kind of funny, man. That's unfortunate for them, but... Okay. Oh, Reliquary is so good, too. I mean, what do we do here? I think we just... Gosh, I don't want to shelter this away because then I won't be able to blow up my mite. But this can snap up an artifact, can't it? All right, they just scoop it up anyways because they saw that I was kind of thinking about blowing up their ley line, which would have been a really good play. But yeah, I mean, that still took a little bit of thinking on my part on which card I wanted to play here. I think I would have ended up going with Sheltered to take this and then using the Reliquary to take this later off the Dollmaker shop, but didn't matter. GG. All right, man, we keep getting the Haywire Might here on turn 1. I guess that's okay because it leads into Dollmaker shop, but it's not the best turn 1 that you want to have there. Obviously, you want the Wormlet in most cases, but we're going second again. Can't seem to go first here, but that's fine. And it's a swamp, which means nothing here is technically safe when it resolves. Yep, there's a cut down. Very nice. I gained 2 life, I guess. That's pretty good. I like that I have the Mirex here. The Mirex is really helpful, again, because let's see the Dissident goes down and then it dies. We can't trigger the Dollhouse or the Dollmaker shop. Then we're going to need the Mirex to do that for us. We are going to lose 1 Dollmaker shop here, I would imagine, because it's probably the hardest thing for them to deal with. Interesting to see a Duress there before the land drop. So that means no Deep Cavern Bath this turn. I guess that's pretty good. All right, we didn't get a second. You know what? I actually don't want to lose this. I could end up losing this. I really don't want to. I feel like it's got the most value for us, so we've got to get it down. I know it's not ideal to get it down on that curve like that, but it is what it is, man. All right, this will give me the best odds of being able to trigger it next turn because it's 2 for 1. So if the opponent has more removal, which we know they do, they have to use 2 removal spells here to get the job done. So hopefully one of these can survive and get the Dollmaker shop to trigger. And they chose what exactly? A Planeswalker? Okay, they had two out of the 3 options there on the board, and they chose Planeswalker on accident. Whoops. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Let me put this here. And the reason why is because if they are running Shieldred's Edict, they can't force me to sacrifice the Salvager because I can just sacrifice the Dissident instead. If I would have put it on my token, it's the only token I had, but then again, I swung through and I just realized I created another token, so I could have still put it on the token. Either way, GG's. Little mistake there, but that's okay. I think we ranked up. Let's go. We're almost to diamond, man. We need to get to diamond ASAP. We are so far behind on rank. All right, I'm going first with, oh man, an abysmal hand. I go first, and of course, that's the hand I get. This is better for sure. Keeping it, what do we send back though? I'm keeping the gearhulk. I feel like Sheltered's got to go. Because if anything, if we end up needing removal later, the gearhulk can find us that Dusk Rose Reliquary. So I guess that's a good way to get some removal going. All right, we're doing some reanimation. Reanimation. Should I be worried? Yeah, probably. You know what? No, I shouldn't. I have the answer. What am I saying? I've got Gearhulk and I can go find my soul. What is it? Soul Guided Lantern? Soul Guide Lantern? I need that though before they reanimate. That's the key, right? So they can reanimate by turn 4. So getting the lantern is cool and everything, but got to get to it pretty quickly here. Mirex is nice. It ensures that I'm going to hit the Gearhulk. And it gives me later game value too, which is awesome. They haven't been able to put it in the yard yet. This could be the moment of truth. If they put a Valgavoth in the yard, we're cooked. That's also pretty bad. That's also pretty bad. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Soul Guide Lantern, need you here badly. And I guess just in case they do resolve something big, I need to take it. We attack. Oh man, please. Magic gods, if you're up there listening to me now, please don't let them reanimate that. Okay. Okay, whatever, whatever. God. That's funny. All right. Guess we do this, right? Take that out of the yard. Let's pump up our friend here. If I play this, I can still play the Reliquary and sack the token that this Salvager makes. I guess that's pretty good. I mean, that's every card in our hand, though, so this is like all or nothing here. Really kind of committing here. Committing to the game plan. Now, the opponent, though, has nothing in the yard to reanimate. Let's keep that in mind. That's really good. And I can Soul Guide Lantern at any moment here, so they're going to have to pay the full amount that, you know, they have for their creatures. They got to play fair. I think we win. I think we actually win here. They've got some removal. I mean, they're going to need a lot of removal here, it feels like. That's the only problem with the gearhulk, with the, you know, the whole finding Soul Guided Lantern. It's in the deck for this reason, but it's usually late. It's usually a little bit late, you know? All right, what are they going to use? Okay, they're going to take out the gearhulk. I actually don't mind that, because the wormlet can keep growing. We know they're taking something out here. It's pretty obvious. And they drop a land. Keep that in mind. They took the wormlet. Sure. That's a good find. I'm going to attack here. Sorry, someone just rang our doorbell. I think I'm going to attack with both of these, right? And then do I just try to... Do I gearhulk here, or do I... Okay, if the opponent had a sweeper, they would have played a sweeper last turn. They would have. There wouldn't have been even a question about that, right? So I feel like playing the gearhulk here is fine. I don't see a reason why we should be too worried about it. And then Skrell's Might will be really good in this matchup, and I guess we'll take this as well. All right, we should be able to get through this and win the game now. They need more removal again, more double type removal spells here, like a couple of these Bitter Reunions to do the trick. Or a sweeper, but I don't think they're going to sweep us up here. There's no way, right? They're looking to reanimate something. They don't have it, though. Plus, I have Soul Guide Lantern at instant speed here, so that would be pretty big bummer for them. Let's go. And there goes your Valgavoth and any chance you had of winning here. Let's go, dude. GG's. And then we top deck the Might just to blow this guy up anyways. Is he an artifact creature? I think he is, right? Is this little guy here? He is. Nice. GG's. All right, we got the opponent going first. Hand looks keepable. Not ideal, but it does look keepable. All right. Could be Dimir self-bounce. Surveilling those kind of throw me for a loop. I love the Sheltered by Ghost here on 2. It could be relevant. You never know. My guess is it's not going to be, but hopefully they blow this up. That'd be cool. It just keeps coming back like with a vengeance. All right, we're going to attack in. See if they got anything for us here. I mean, we are gaining speed, which is pretty scary, I would imagine, for the opponent. They don't know what we're doing yet. Speed is completely irrelevant with what we're doing, but they don't know that. So they might get a little worried. What is going on here? They've got removal clearly. Oh no, self-milling here. Are we doing the Omniscience stuff? Please tell me we're not doing Omniscience. This spell costs 3 less. If it targets a creature of mana value 3 or less, return creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, we're reanimating again? All right, go find me what I need here, pal. I mean, I really need another land here, because if I end up playing the Mirex here on turn 3, that's a problem. That's actually a really big problem. Because now the Gearhulk is another turn away. And if they find their graveyard hit, we're in trouble. Not much I can do about this, though. Really not. I'm going to get down Sentinel here because, you know, when the Sentinel attacks, it also creates a map token. So it'll trigger the Dissident right away if I have to play the Dissident next turn. No attacks. And the opponent doing something here with the might. Cut down, sure. I'll gain 2. This might not be our game, guys. This one might not be us. And they self-mill again. I mean, if we don't see Valgavoth, we might still have a chance. I don't know what the deal is here. Target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Maybe it is just, I mean, I guess targeting 3 or less. I guess they would be running this card if they're trying to reanimate a smaller creature, right? I guess that makes sense. So it's not going to be Valgavoth. Yeah, they reanimate this guy instead. One or other non-token creatures you control enter if none of them were cast. No mana spent to cast. Draw them a card. Okay, got it. Got it. Let's go with... What do we do here? Feels like I got to get rid of this, right? Have to. I don't know. I think we take it with this, just because this is something they don't want to target with removal, because I'm going to get, you know, added benefit of another artifact on the field. So I think you put it on the thing you think they don't want to remove. It's just going to be less of a win for them. Man, what a weird game. I need a land, man. Come on, I need to get this Aether Spark down. Quag Feast again. All right, I get the artifact token, which does trigger the Wormlet. And the Wormlet's gone. All right, that was easy for them. Darn it. Okay, I mean, it just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? Actually, let's do this. See what we hit with this. Good, we get our land. That's what we're looking for. And then we can play both of these, which is good. Okay, good. That was a much better play than I thought it would have ended up being. I'll take it. All right, we'll pump this up. Not attacking yet, but we'll pump it up. I guess pumping up the Inspector might have been the better move. It's got more toughness. And then we go Aether Spark here, or is Aether Spark going to be countered? I feel like anything I play here is probably going to get countered, right? So should we maybe play it really safe and just create a Mirex token? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this and see if we can ambush them. All right, nope, they don't end up sending an attacker through. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Mirex token. I think they're holding on to counter spells. I mean, we haven't seen one yet, but let me just check their graveyard actually. I mean, 3 Steps Ahead fits in this deck so well because of the ability to draw and discard, filling up the graveyard more. So I'm expecting that for sure. I mean, they're looking at their graveyard. What are we trying to do? Oh, Oculus. Okay. Interesting. And then we're going to take one over the top. All good. We create them. Actually, we'll do this in a second. Yeah, we'll create the Mirex token. All right, and then the Oculus is a bit of an issue. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I need to get that dealt with. Hopefully we hit another land drop, but then Gearhulk finds the Reliquary. But the Reliquary costs 1 white, does it not? Yeah, this could be bad. We draw the Reliquary right off the top. That is so good. Okay, that is so good. All right, we take this. Take the Oculus. Keep pumping our friend up here. And then we swing through with a vengeance, right? With the swiftness. All right, the opponent finally ends up chump blocking here. I really hope this is not another Oculus. That'd be so sad. Overall, this has been a really rough game for us. I'm just trying to get out of this one with a win. Okay, that's fine. But it pulls back an Oculus from the graveyard. That's actually bad. And they found one, of course. Gosh darn it. Oh. Okay. I guess they want to reanimate the Oculus. Sure. Sure. I guess to reanimate the Oculus, they draw the card with this guy, right? I mean, I really like their deck. It's very cool. Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. But I think I can smash their face before it's over, this game. Because they're going to have to keep blocking. They have to. Do we play Gearhulk here or Aether Spark? I feel like I gotta get the Aether Spark down and get it rolling because we need to draw some cards. Should we start? No, we gotta get this thing up even higher because the opponent is going to try to block with the Oculus maybe in trade and then reanimate it. So let's make it tougher for them to block. All right, we are dealing 7 potentially here, which is going to pump the Aether Spark up quite a bit. All right, so now we're good for a lot of card draw going forward. Looking for Sheltered by Ghosts off the top. All right, so the opponent throws away a Death Touch land, which would have been a really good blocker for them. Man, I need to get this Gearhulk down, and I need to find the Graveyard Hate, the Soul Guide Lantern. But the problem with that is their damage has already been done. All these Oculuses on the field have already been, you know, hitting the field and giving me a lot of grief. I'm sure, though, if we draw 3 cards this next turn with the Aether Spark in our top deck, that we should be able to find some help here. And if not, the Gearhulk finds the Soul Guide Lantern and we can just rip that graveyard. And they can't attack with the Overlord anymore because they are really in a bad spot here. Only 15 cards left. 1 Oculus here, 1 here, and 1 here. So they've only got 1 more in the hand. Hopefully they discard it here. They don't. All right. I can live with this, man. I really can. This is not terrible. Still at 17. They're going to deck themselves. I know it. I know it. It's too much card draw. All right, here we go. Let's draw 2 cards. And gosh, why? Why does it do this to me, man? I guess Soul Guide Lantern, though, is a colorless spell. So I guess that actually works. Yeah, let's do it. That actually does work. All right, we're going to give this guy the counter. Here's the Soul Guide Lantern for you. Doesn't really matter what we take because we're doing the full gambit here of sacking it right away. Thank you. All right, so no more graveyard for them, which means this doesn't trigger an 8/8. And we're pretty safe here, I think, for the next couple of turns. The opponent, though, probably going to blow up the Aether Spark here. 11 cards left in their deck. We're not out of the woods yet, guys. We're definitely not out of the woods yet. I need a little bit of help here. I need Sheltered by Ghosts, really. I really need that bad. They're not going to kill the Aether Spark? I guess because it can't draw me cards here. The best they can do is give me 1/1 counters, but that's still interesting that they're willing to let that go. All right, we gained some life off of these guys, though, which is pretty fantastic, I can't lie. All right, we're surveilling. Are we throwing a card away off the top? That'd be great because that's 1 less card in the deck. Yeah, they keep it on top. Makes sense. Oculus goes. They draw a card off of the Infiltrator. That's 2 more cards. Oh, Shieldred is a problem. Certifiable problem. Yeah, I think that seals it, man. Unless we get super lucky off the top here with some Sheltered by Ghosts, we're kind of cooked here. This will end really quickly. Because that Shieldred is the nail in the coffin for us. What are we doing here? Cut down. I see. What a game, though, huh? What a game. This one was fun. I like their deck list, too. It's really cool. Yeah. Not lucky enough. Go here. Opponent still has some reactive spells, too, which is really bad. Go here. And here. And I guess we send in the one thing that can't block, right? Try to get the Aether Spark pumped up a little bit too. All right, so we're gonna gain a little bit of life here, get some more chump blockers. I guess we can take a little bit of damage in the air. It's oh gosh, it's possible. I think it's possible, man. Because if we can just survive this next turn, we might be able to just unlock the gallery and then maybe smash their face. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but we're gonna try our best. We got 5-6 damage in the air that I cannot block. That's what's really killing me here. And then we take 2 from the Shielder, which means I can't draw extra cards off the Aether Spark. I wish I could create a Mirex token here on the back end. That'd be really helpful for gaining life and getting me a bigger gallery hit here. 7 cards left in their deck. I really don't think there's anything off the top. I guess I keep saying this, but I guess Sheltered by Ghosts is that thing. If we get Sheltered by Ghosts, we're chilling. It's all or nothing on that though, really. It really is. All right, the opponent though is going to blow up my Teething Wormlet, which is a bummer. And then they're gonna draw a card though, right? Or does that only trigger once a turn? Whenever one or more other non-token creatures you control enter. Okay, so it's only creatures, which makes sense with the Oculus. Such a cool idea. I can't get over how cool of an idea that is. Two, 4. Okay, so I can definitely unlock. I can unlock the door here. Dang, that's 3 cards deep. That's crazy. All right, here we go. My last card draw is a Mirex. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. All right, here we go. We're gonna unlock the door and hopefully, I don't know. I don't think that's even close to enough, but let's see. I guess we spread the damage out the best we can here, right? So let's attack and full send, right? Let's go with counter here. Yeah, this is our full send moment, but the opponent has clearly enough blockers, so this is kind of my Hail Mary, and we'll see how this ends. Let's see how it all ended up. I mean, it was a fun game for sure. Gotta respect it. I think we just got the answers a little bit too late, man. The Reliquary came late, the Lantern came late, and we never found the Sheltered. If we had found one Sheltered by Ghosts, this wouldn't even be an issue because this has first strike. We would have been looking really good. All right, and the verdict is that they are going to kill us with the Oculus attack, and they are down to 2 cards. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh no, it's already over, right? Yeah, I was gonna say wait a minute because maybe they trigger a draw step off this guy and lose, but that's not gonna happen. They go straight to combat. GG's, well done, and that'll do it for us, man. That was fun. I really like this deck. Pretty freaking sweet.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. Yeah. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.